How many times have you had a question, a concern, an issue come up, and your knee-jerk response was, oh, I wonder what so-and-so would say about that? So we either Google it, or we text someone, or we call someone. When seeking truth, a trend that we have is to turn horizontally, looking for answers. Somebody's going to be able to tell me what to do or what this means. A former friend and colleague of mine, Tom Charrington, used to use the phrase, "If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Google." That seems to be the prevailing philosophy in our world, is if you're lacking wisdom, there are lots of experts, lots of prophets out there who will tell you how to live, or what decision to make, or what is right or what is wrong, versus turning vertically, saying, what would God have me do? Truth is not something that is determined by public opinion, or by number of likes, or number of followers, or a cause that gets a whole bunch of people really excited about it. Truth is defined by God. Truth is things as they are, as they were, and as they are to come. And that doesn't change with public opinion. So you can think about what would happen if we got all of the inhabitants of the earth, how many, 7-point-something billion people on the earth, to all vote against gravity. What would change? Gravity wouldn't change. What if we got everybody to vote against the existence of God? Would he somehow all of a sudden stop existing? The reality, brothers and sisters, is truth doesn't change. We change based on what we believe, or the degree to which we understand and tap into truth. But we can't change truth based on public opinion. So as we jump in here, we're going to be talking about what is the role of a prophet in helping us know what truth is. Not seeing the prophet as just another source among many horizontal sources of potential truth-seeking in the world, but rather tapped in to the ultimate source of truth, that God will guide us through his living prophets.
I love the word prophet in some of the ancient languages. It actually means somebody who speaks forth. Now, obviously, we're speaking forth right here, but it's actually somebody who's speaking forth truth on behalf of God. Look, God could show up at any point and spend time with us. He could show up right now in this video and say, yeah, Tyler and Taylor are nice guys, but let me actually really tell you what this is all about. But it's interesting, God wants to empower us with agency, and he sends servants to do his work. Now, there's some things that only he can do, right? The atonement. But he sends prophets to teach, and our duty is to learn to listen. And we live in an age where there are more voices than ever before, and there's more accessibility to voices. And one of the challenges we face, and I see this when I teach at the university, I hear students say, well, all opinions are created equal. Like, meaning that if you're alive in an opinion, that your opinion must have the same validity as anybody else. And what we try to help our students learn, and we hope all of us can practice this better, is to learn to actually find truth. Not simply say, well, because that person spoke, it must be true, but to make sure we understand what are the sources of truth that lead us to greater light, joy, and happiness.